The Muromachi period, Japan, sometime in the 14th century. Deep in the mountains, where the snow falls thicker than anywhere else on earth. Two woodcutters, an old man named Mosaku and his young apprentice Minokichi, are caught in a blizzard. The kind of storm the villagers whisper about. The kind that doesn't just freeze your body, it freezes your soul. They find shelter in a ferryman's hut by the river, a small wooden shack, barely enough to keep the wind out. They huddle together and fall asleep. Minokichi wakes suddenly. Snow is blowing into the hut. The door has been forced open, and standing in the doorway, a woman dressed entirely in white, tall, so tall that her head nearly touches the ceiling. Her skin is the color of fresh snow. Her hair is black as river ice at midnight. She makes no sound as she moves. She leaves no footprints. She leans over old Mosaku. She opens her mouth, and from her lips comes a breath, white, shimmering like frozen smoke. It wraps around the old man's face. He does not scream. He does not move. He simply stops. Then she turns to Minokichi. He tries to scream. Nothing comes out. He is frozen, not by cold, but by terror. She leans close, so close he can feel the impossible cold radiating from her skin. Her face is beautiful, the most beautiful face he has ever seen, and that makes it worse. She whispers, "You are young, you are beautiful. I will spare you tonight, but you must never speak of what you have seen, not to anyone, not ever. If you do, I will know." And then she dissolves into the storm as if she was never there. Minokichi turns to Mosaku. The old man is dead, frozen solid, eyes still open. A year passes. Minokichi never speaks of that night. One winter evening, a young woman comes to his village. She is beautiful, pale, with long black hair. Her name, she says, is Yuki. She is traveling alone. She has no family. Minokichi takes her in. They fall in love. They marry. She is a devoted wife, gentle, hard-working, kind. She gives him 10 children. The village admires her. They say Minokichi is the luckiest man alive. But there is something strange about Oyuki. She never ages. Not a single line on her face. Not a single gray hair. The other village women grow old. Oyuki stays exactly the same, and she refuses to go outside when it snows. One night, many years later, Minokichi watches his wife sewing by candlelight. The flame catches her face at a certain angle. Something stirs in his memory. Without thinking, he says, "You know, you remind me of someone I saw once, a woman in a snowstorm a long time ago." Oh, Yuki's hands stop. She sets down her sewing. He tells her everything. The hut, the storm, the woman in white, the old man frozen dead, her breath, her warning. When he finishes, there is silence. Oh, Yuki rises from her seat slowly. The candle gutters. Her face changes. The softness drains away. Her skin becomes white, whiter than any living thing. Her hair lifts as if pulled by an invisible wind. The room grows cold, so cold that Minokichi can see his own breath. I am that woman, she says. Her voice is no longer his wife's voice. It is the voice of the blizzard itself. I am Yuki-Onna. I should kill you where you stand. You broke your vow. She steps toward him. The floorboards freeze beneath her feet. But I will not. For the children. For the children sleeping in the next room. If you ever make them weep, if you ever give them cause to curse your name, I will return, and there will be no mercy a second time. She walks past him. She opens the door. The snow swallows her whole.
The story of Yuki-Onna, the Snow Woman, has been told in Japan for over 600 years. Some say she is a ghost, some say a spirit, some say a forgotten goddess of winter, once worshipped and now abandoned. In the mountain villages, when the snow falls thick and the wind howls through the pines, they still lock their doors. They still tell their children, stay inside tonight, because somewhere out there, in the white silence, she is still walking, and she has not forgotten.